Feel like every day is something else. Another reason to be pressing. And you just wanna run away. And you just wanna run away. You gotta get out and enjoy yourself. Another reason to be pressing. And you just wanna run away. And you just wanna run away. We got to have a full time here. We're a better here. Close to ready, but we're something wrong. Got to have a full time here. Take it to the sky. We on the playground, you got sunny and celebrate If this is love, then I don't want no more. Today you made me feel that I am nothing real. You took me and threw me away.
Krista Jepto is absolutely flying. David's looking back every 20 meters, and now we're going to see what she's made of. The pass right now.
Julie, can you see any stress on Jeptu's face? Because this has been a long, hard charge the last 30 or 40 minutes, all on her own. There she goes, takes the lead. But is she hurting? As Dava maybe saved something for this?
Krista does look like she's under duress. David tried to get on her shoulders, couldn't do it, just look back. It looks a little bit like my Sheepy resigned to second place. I already feel if she didn't jump on that pass right there when she went by, she sort of just let her go.
She's clearly left you, and she took a little peek over her shoulder right away, I think, to see where Tuchel was in third, and you're right, may very well be resigned to another runner-up finish. Meanwhile, screen right, 20-mile mark, the men have taken off in a run, and again, it is Mutai putting down the hammer. Yeah. Tony Rivas, are you out there?
Oh, I sure am. And Mutai, this is it. You know, he makes no bones about what his intentions are. He makes his move from here to the finish line. No test, no pop quiz. This is the final.
Diligent with each stride. And see this again, very much just pounding out stride after stride to the cheers of everybody here in Central Park. And really, he comes here before the race with the most astonishing confidence after a really quick half marathon just some 6 weeks or so ago in Italy, John. He's been in fine form. We knew he was raring to go. He has had a couple of problems in his last two marathon attempts. He didn't finish Boston last year. He dropped out of the London Marathon this year with a hamstring injury at around 30 kilometres. He's self-coached, and you know those sort of little hiccups in your annual cycle can cause some doubts. But he's embedded up there in the Rift Valley in Kenya, where there are literally dozens, if not hundreds, of world-class athletes, plenty of reinforcements and people to get advice from. And he has come here nonetheless, despite dropping out of London back in April, with so much confidence and justifiably so.
Well, with Priska and Rita Jeptu, you mentioned their training and knowing how 2013.
And Tim, you and I saw him at the opening ceremonies on Friday night. And was he dancing through that finish line there? And he saw dance today. He was having a blast. Remember in 2011, and now he has 2013 to celebrate as well.
And here's Sagaya Kabedi, who has many reasons to be proud of his second place finish. No one to challenge him for the runner-up. Tim, you talk about his consistency now. 15 world marathons, 15 big-time marathons. Never worse than fifth. Always going to be there. Reliable effort. And celebrating as he comes just over 209, waving the hat. I think it's look too fatigued either. I mean, maybe that sort of 500,000 bucks plus puts a little bit of extra bounce in your stride over those last few hundred meters.
Again, granted, greeted with a flag by Mary Wittenberg.
But you know what's great is, I mean, these pictures are going out to 160 countries. He's the fifth of 13 children committed. They've been punched
Had that pentagram on his flag, like the Moorish flag.
In the Rift Valley. That is some run from that bridge.
Mustafa April comes through, South African.
Look at the difference. They were happy to come in second and third, you know what I mean?
And there's Mutai going back down the road once he came.
Because it's almost like they're a team, it seems,
Bit of a
doesn't it?
victory lap. You would want to take a full victory lap. That's awfully far to go. A reel across the line as well.
He doesn't want to stop.
He's in fourth.
Well, I tell you what, those are surprising names to fill third and fourth places in a race of this caliber. You know, I think you can make a good case for saying this is the toughest men's field ever in New York. And April in third, Ariel in fourth. People will be going to their books and saying, who are these guys? They've never had such high profile in their life.
You know what's interesting about April? He actually is coached by a woman. Her name is Karen Zimmerman, and he's been coached by her since he was 13 years old. Talk about consistency.
Biwat's had a tough last few miles. Wow, about 15 minutes ago, he was charging down the road alongside Mutai, and he ends up there, what, in fifth place, and outside 210 are up here.
And finishing in first today in New York, an Olympic silver medalist, the London Marathon champion, and the World Marathon Majors champion taking home $500,000, finishing in a time of 2:25:07. Rika Jeptu of Kenya. Jeptu receiving the long wreath from Mary Wittenberg. And now the grandsons of Sam Rudin presenting the Rudin Trophy and a handshake. And here are your winners of the 2013 Women's Division of the ING New York City Marathon.
Well, there aren't many podiums in sport, certainly not in this one, that are more prestigious than that one. And there you see Priska Jeptu with all the rewards of winning the ING New York City Marathon.
In second today, the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist and has just won the World Marathon Majors, an extra $500,000 to take home after this big performance in New York. From Ethiopia, finishing in 2:09:15. Sagai Kebede. And our champion for 2013, this Kenyan just ran 2:08:24. He holds the fastest time in marathon history, also holds the course record for New York from back in 2011. How about a big New York cheer for Jeffrey Mutai of Kenya? And an embrace from the race director, Mary Wittenberg, and Nick and Sam Rudin presenting the Rudin Trophy as we in New York celebrate the men's division of the 2013 ING New York City Marathon. How about it, New York?
So Geoffrey Mutai, who, after seeing results of the world record in Berlin and last month in Chicago, he said, everything is crazy. But those are his training partners.